The following opinions are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain. Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTest.com, and today I'm on the luxurious but affordable new Prestige 450S. Join me as we do an evaluation of how Prestige is done. We'll begin by taking a look at the exterior features, starting at the bow. The 19-inch wide side decks are very comfortable. A grab rail runs down the full length, and notice the geometry of the cabin sides that give you a little more shoulder clearance. The rails come up to 28 inches as you head to the working end of the bow, and they even include holders for fenders. Large sun pad at the bow measures 6 feet by 6 feet 2 inches, stainless rails to both sides. The aft deck forms a welcome entertaining area measuring 11 feet 5 inches by 6 feet 2 inches. The teak decking is standard. An optional table can go in front of the U-shaped seating and lowers to form a sun pad. For days when there's too much sun, an optional sunshade can be extended from the overhead. The full beam swim platform comes out 4 feet from the transom. There's a hydraulic option so you can use it to launch a tender or the much enjoyed teak beach. And here's a huge storage compartment beneath the aft deck seating. Here, an optional passerelle to the aft deck is mounted to the port side. Stairs are to starboard. Now, let's move inside. With the glass doors open double wide, you've got an opening 4 feet 11 inches that really serves to bring the outside inside. The galley aft, it's centrally located between the salon gathering area and the cockpit gathering area, and it can be accurately said that the galley spans both sides of the boat because you've got the double burner stove, sink and dishwasher to starboard, over to the port hand side, oven, freezer and refrigerator. Now we go up a 9-inch step to the salon area where we have U-shaped seating over to the port side and a double-wide bench seat to the starboard side. This gives you a posing conversational area. I also have clear sight lines to the horizon from the seated positions. The solid wood table will lower to form a berth, and it also opens up to allow dining from both sides. Now we have 6 feet 6 inches of headroom, and look at this opening sunroof. And when closed, the roof is pulled down for a watertight seal. Even with the sunroof in the closed position, we can still see through the glass, but if you're going to be sleeping here and you want it closed off, no worries. Opening side windows are a convenient feature. Over to the port hand side, here's plenty of storage for charts. This can also be optioned out to be an automatic lift with a flat screen TV inside. Now here's a very distinctive feature on this boat. Not only is there a full beam private master, but it has a private entrance right here behind the salon. Now, here we have a full beam master with a variable geometry overhead that goes from 5 feet 10 inches at the head of the bed down to 5 feet 7 inches next to the bed. Over the berth itself, the overhead is 2 feet 9 inches high. At the foot of the berth is a bench seat with storage underneath, a credenza with more storage, and even an owner's safe. And just above, the flat screen TV. And again, the beautiful materials and workmanship is evident. The masthead has an enclosed shower, storage behind eye-level mirrored cabinets. The sink is mounted on top of a solid surface counter, allowing even more storage underneath. Now also at the entrance to the master stateroom, we have a storage bin and access to the battery switches and engine shutoffs. Let's take a look at the accommodations that the guests will have on the 450S. Well, the guest accommodations are very nicely laid out. 6 feet 2 inches of headroom, hull side windows to both sides with opening port lights, and there's plenty of accommodations for storage. While Prestige may not be using marble treatments and Italian leather upholstery, the stateroom is well laid out with quality materials that remain pleasing to the eye nonetheless. Now the accommodations will work nicely in this position if you have a brother and sister or 2 brothers, things like that. But if you have a couple that want to sleep together, easily accommodated. Berth measures 6 feet 7 inches fore and aft, and from side to side, 4 feet 9 inches. The separate berths are 2 feet 4 inches, and an access to the guest head. Another hull side window adds natural light, and an opening port light provides ventilation. The sink is mounted on top of a solid surface counter, allowing for additional storage space underneath. The toilet and shower are in a separate enclosed compartment with teak grating at the deck for drainage. And having the shower separated from the vanity allows 2 people to use the compartment at the same time. A separate entrance from the companionway allows the guest head to serve double duty as a day head. A storage compartment to the opposite side of the companionway can be optioned out for a combination washer-dryer. Clearly, the design team at Prestige has shown that by leaving out the fluff, they can make an affordable yacht while still maintaining luxury and elegance. And that's our full evaluation of the all-new Prestige 450S. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.